juggles, catches. 6 seconds left. Stewart with 5, draws the double. Laney to the corner. Vandersloot, no! And that is it! An unforgettable finish to Game 4.
Champions again. The Las Vegas Aces win Game 4 of the WNBA Final and bring the title back to the Valley.
Boy, it was a nail-biter. The short-handed Aces, though, grinded out that 70-69 win in New York. They're celebrating still.
Yeah.
I mean, if they even slept, right?
6 o'clock here. It is a Thursday morning. Welcome to Good Day Las Vegas. We're going to check in with the Aces because they are now back in town. We have video of them getting back at Reed International Airport. We'll show you that in just a few moments.
Yeah, Brian Will's out there talking to fans who've been out there all morning. It's a party.
Some really energetic fans with all kinds of stuff in their cars.
Love it.
Did they do a pylon on the tarmac, I wonder, the way they did on the hard court?
Champagne they've had.
Wow. All right. Beautiful. Congratulations, Las Vegas Aces. So we've got a beautiful shot looking out over the city this morning, getting just a hint of some early light. Sun, though, won't be up for almost an hour now, so you got a little while to wait. Hitting those 90s again yesterday, officially 93 for our Thursday. That was just 2 degrees shy of the record high for yesterday. Lots of 60s this morning. Nellis just dropped below 60 degrees. Winds are light and variable, and the air is dry. So get yourself hydrated this morning while you got the coffee pot on or the Keurig going. 73 mid-morning. We'll be on our way to 80s by noon. And right back into those extra warm 90s again today. Nothing's changing as far as this pattern, not yet. Normal high of 80 degrees. I do have some pretty good changes, though, in the 8-day forecast. Got to tune in for that. 6:01, let's get to the roads right now, looking for what's happening on the drive.
Yeah, you're getting out the door here or just waking up at 6 o'clock, wanting to see what is ahead for you. Yes, there's a little bit of orange on the southbound 15 out of the Spaghetti Bowl. Lanes are open, no crashes. An earlier crash may have cleared on your way to or from Reed Airport, but we have something a little different. Instead of all the cones and the nightmare, well, those are still there for the Formula One repaving of the track along the strip from Spring Mountain down to Flamingo, down to Harmon, over to Koval, and then up to Sands. But the difference is we can now see the bridge that is being built on Flamingo over Koval. Check this out. I know you're just getting up and at him, but this is pretty cool to watch in progress. Got the crane here. This is Flamingo across the middle of your screen. That's Koval across the bottom. That's where the racetrack is going to be. But regular drivers, you and me, will be going over that on this bridge. Obviously, it's not connected yet. Looks more like a Evel Knievel motorcycle jump, but it's not finished yet, and that's why Flamingo is closed. Earlier crash looks like it has been cleared from westbound Tropicana on that left turn lane to go out southbound on Paradise into the airport property. That is all gone. John, Heather.
All right, Nate, thank you very much. Let's now go back to the Las Vegas Aces. So last night it was Game 4 of the final. They were shorthanded. They started shorthanded. 2 starters out with injuries.
Yeah, incredible, but it didn't matter because the Aces are now the WNBA's first back-to-back champs in more than 2 decades. 8 News Now sports director Chris Matthews, he recaps this very dramatic Game 4.
What a game. The Aces looking to knock out the New York Liberty, leading the championship series 2-1. They just needed to win at the Barclays Center. But when you see your starting point guard, Chelsea Gray, and center Kia Stokes on crutches, you're thinking the worst. But who has the biggest heart? Who wants it more? You can use any cliche. This one decided in the third. Vegas outscores the Liberty by 11 points. They went on a big run. You knew it would go down to the wire. If you're going to get into a fight, bet on the Aces. Sabrina Ionescu hits the 15-footer. It's a 1-point game. Vegas by 1 off the inbounds. 20 seconds left. 3 on the shot clock. Asia Wilson can't connect. Liberty gets the ball back. They will call timeout. And with 8 seconds left.
Dumps it in. Stewart juggles, catches. 6 seconds left. Stewart with 5, draws the double. Laney to the corner. Vandersloot, no! And that is it! An unforgettable finish to Game 4.
The Aces win it 70-69 with Finals MVP Asia Wilson finishing up with 24 points, 16 rebounds. First team in 21 years to win back-to-back titles. First ever to win with 2 starters missing the series clinching championship game. Becky Hammond and her Aces are now once again world champions. I'm Chris Matthews, 8 Sports Now.
Dog pile. In the post-game presser, Aces star Asia Wilson commented on what it was like to win again, especially without 2 of their starters. You got to look at their goggles.
This is a moment that not a lot of people get a chance to do it. And for us to do it and be shorthanded, it's truly amazing. It just makes the win that much more, so that much better. So at the end of the day, it's huge. Like AC said, it's hard getting back to the finals, but to win it again, it's 10 times harder. And I'm grateful. I'm going to go to war with these wounded warriors every day. Crutches, boot, and scooter. I don't care. I'm going to war with this.
Wilson, by the way, she's just 27 years old, the youngest WNBA player to win league MVP, defensive MVP, and final MVP in her relatively brief career. Sherry Swantz.
Looks like they're enjoying it, and they should. Well, you'll remember the Aces Parade took over the Las Vegas Strip last year after they won the title. We now know that there will be some sort of celebration that will happen on Monday, although they haven't really designated a time and place yet. That hasn't been announced. Well, this was the moment that all of these fans watched last night's dramatic ending. They were inside Husong's Cantina in Boca Park. Fans we spoke with say that the win means a whole lot more than just a title.
So many people put the WNBA to the side. They don't believe that it's a real sport, but they haven't seen the Aces play.
And boy, did they play, pushing past any obstacle that came their way to bring it all home. Way to go, Lady Aces.
All right, so all that fun happened in New York with the Aces, but they have arrived back in town. This is video that Harry Reid International Airport just posted on social media about 25-30 minutes ago, and there you see the plane getting a nice shower, a celebratory shower.
You think that's water or champagne?
It might be both.
There's probably plenty of champagne on the inside of that Delta bird right there.
Love that. So the Aces are now back in town, and already there are fans at Reid International waiting to see them.
This is so exciting. You know, what a day for them. What a day for fans who've been waiting for it. We've got Brian Will joining us live outside Reid International. You've been talking to fans. The excitement's in the air. The swag is out. Brian, how's it going?
Good morning, John and Heather. We are here with the fans waiting for them to come out. So they landed about 20 minutes ago, and we're told they're loading buses now, and they're actually going to come through this gate and drive through, and we're hoping to meet them and greet them. And with me here is a bunch of Aces fans. Yeah, excitement here is incredible. And Tiffany Kobe joins me this morning. Now, you've been up since like midnight waiting.
Absolutely. Actually, we watched the game, hung out, and then about 12 o'clock I headed down here. I've been here since about 12:45.
How are you staying awake?
Fans, people, friends, the community.
It's the energy. I love it. And
Aces, it's our girls.
And so you're decked out. What is all this you're decked out in?
Let's see. We got Alicia Clark here. We got, you know, the whole tumbler here with all of our girls. Our world champions, I'm sorry, let's get that correct. With our champions here. Raise the stake. Always got to be in Aces gear.
That's fantastic. And back-to-back champions here. And now we were talking this morning.
Absolutely.
We were talking this morning. So what is in here?
In here is actually just ice water. You know, after some health issues and things, we're going to stay with the water. We'll do good that way.
We're staying hydrated. That is awesome. And how do you plan to celebrate today? So you're going to come in here through there, and how are you going to continue the celebration?
Absolutely. Hoping that our girls are going to come through. We'll get to see them, start our day off right. A couple of people are leaving from work. Some are going to school. Some are going to go home and go to sleep and wake up as Las Vegas Aces are the world champions again.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tiffany here, guys. So much anticipation as we wait for them to come through these gates here soon. Can I get a go Aces go as we get out here? Back to you guys.
Aces, Knights, Aces again. I think we get used to this.
We're doing pretty good. That is just fantastic, and I love seeing all the support from people out there.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
6:09 later this morning, the man charged in the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur is set to appear in court. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is expected to plead not guilty. With video of the last time that he appeared in court. His appearance very short, though. His lawyer was not present at the time. He was arrested at his home in Henderson in September, 27 years after the murder of the rapper. Davis is due in court at 9 a.m. Our cameras will be there.
6:09, a delay in the murder case against former Clark County Public Administrator Rob Tellis. Yesterday, a judge postponed the trial until March. Tellis is accused of killing Review Journal reporter Jeff Gehrman. Tellis is also defending himself and told the court he needs more time and more evidence from prosecutors. So prosecutors and Tellis are back in court today. They will discuss that evidence.
A local mother will appear in court next week accused of bringing a loaded gun to a high school. It happened August 17th at Shadow Ridge High. A police report shows that Candace Turner got into a yelling match with another parent over parking there. At one point, Turner allegedly placed the gun on the dash of her car. Her preliminary hearing is scheduled for today.
10 minutes past 6. Now to the war in Ukraine, the war in Israel. This morning, President Joe Biden is back in Washington from the Middle East. Tonight, he'll address the nation about the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas.
According to the White House, 13 Americans are still missing. The president says his priority is to bring home the nearly 200 hostages kidnapped by Hamas. Yesterday in Washington, a group occupied the U.S. Capitol, demanding a ceasefire in this war that has already killed more than 5,000 people, including 31 Americans. Police at this rally made nearly 300 arrests.
We'll look at some other major stories this morning. Today, the House will try once again to elect a speaker. In a second round of voting yesterday, Ohio Republican Jim Jordan lost more GOP support. He is staying in the speaker race for now, though. There's also some talk there's a plan potentially to expand the interim speaker's power so the House can get back to work.
In the last 8 months, there have been more than 270 new UFO sightings. The U.S. government is investigating, though the Department of Defense says there's no evidence the objects came from outer space, and none have been confirmed as foreign in origin.
18 years later, a confession in the murder of Natalie Holloway. Jorn Vandersloot confessed to the killing yesterday in an Alabama federal courtroom where he was on trial for trying to extort money from Holloway's mother. Vandersloot told the court he killed Natalie because she refused his advances while they were in Aruba. Vandersloot says he threw her body into the sea. The Dutch national right now is serving time in Peru for another killing. Heather.
Still to come here on Good Day. F1 less than a month away. The clock is winding down and there's a lot of unknowns still.
So we're going to take a look at some of the biggest questions surrounding next month's race and try and get some answers.
And hear her roar or purr. More on this world record. This cute little kitty has come in. Oh, she's adorable. Jerry.
Well, we've had some pretty warm days, and they keep purring this week. They're not letting up. We're still in the dark for the Las Vegas Valley. Temperatures are falling off into the 60s. We'll get back into some mid-70s by 10 a.m. Prepare for another warm day. 84 for your noon hour, and all the way right back to those low 90s, well above the norm of 80 degrees and very mild 80s into your evening hours. Get hydrated, get some sunscreen on, and get ready for some changes that are showing up as soon as the weekend in your 8-day forecast right after the break.